Hey, I'm Kev, welcome back to iRacing for the final time in this third season of the year. If you don't know about iRacing, they split the year up into 13 or 12 weeks, and then there's a 13th week between each season, which is just fun, messing about with the new build which comes every season, and with the new cars and tracks, and just trying out stuff in that 13th week. But this is the 12th week of the third season, and we're at the Speedway, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the scene for the greatest spectacle of racing in the month of May. And this car is very different from the one I drove, or tried to drive, in the month of May in the Indy 500. This is fixed series, so everyone's got the same setup. We can't make any tweaks to it. And the car I was driving for that month of May was much more glued to the corners, much better in traffic from what I've tried with my 2 laps of practice before this race. So it'll be very interesting to see how this race goes. Of course, you also have the tools to play with, such as the weight jacker, which adjusts the cross weight, which should help the car kind of go into the corner with the steering into the corners. Could also try and play with the anti-roll bars as well, and well, the weight jacker just moves weight, of course, you got to say, and then the anti-roll bar actually does that, tries to kind of help you with the turning into the corners especially. And as you've probably seen in the background, qualifying that was not the best. We're in 8th out of this 25-person field, which is still good, but only like 10 people didn't qualify, so I'm actually like halfway up the field, up the order. So I'm a bit disappointed, just sneaking under the 40-second barrier, when with the open setup I would have been close to like a 39.3. At least that was my pace. The top guys were around the 39-second barrier. So it shows how much slower the fixed setup is, how much slower we were as well. Pole guy was on a 39.7, on a 39.9, so a couple of tenths off the pace round 2 miles of oval where you're flat out. That's not a good sign heading into this race, not feeling that confident, I'll be honest. But if you finish where we started, around 8th, I'll be very happy with that, getting a top 10 finish once again, just like we got in Gateway, and maybe try and stick a top 5 like we got another big oval, super speedway over at Pocono a couple of weeks ago. But here we are on the outside then, so we're probably going to try and be a bit cautious into this first corner. We've got 50 laps, we've got a long race ahead of us, and again, like Pocono, if it goes under caution, these pace laps go forever, so I have no idea how long this race is going to last. Hopefully it doesn't last too long. Actually, just backing off here, but I'm in a good view of what I've seen, what the lead is going to do on the left hand side as the pace car prepares to come in, and we prepare to hit the loud pedal. We were perhaps a bit too cautious. So is the guy behind as well, so we're not going to be under attack going into the first corner, thankfully. As we go through the first corner, that's not good when you see a guy weaving like that. He's kept it. Had to go a bit wide into the second corner though. As you can see, we're already kind of no man's land. Almost a second behind the guys in front. That is not a good start. Essentially the guy in front's a bit out of the groove, or did he graze the wall? So we're catching up loads. The corners, it's all a bit wide in the fourth corner there. The car felt pushing. That is not good. We're not even close to anyone, the car's feeling like it's pushing in the corners. So we might have to do slight lifts going into the corners. Oh, again, very close to the wall. You can see how much hell it is in front, as we're just going to get steamrolled by a 10th behind us. And then it's around a second gap. So just let off going into these corners so don't run up high. You can see loads of guys running up high. I guess they were in the bottom of the splits. Since I got split into 3 splits. Since I were in the bottom of them, as everyone's just running wide. No one's really hitting the groove in front, it looks like. Neither are we. Really getting out of the throttle going to these corners. But there we go, we set that up nicely. Oh, the guy's hit it. I think that was 8th who's hit the wall. So just going to steamroll the bike. Just follow this guy through. He seems to actually be confident. There's another guy's gone very wide in front. How's there not been a caution yet? Of course, I've jinxed it now, haven't I? So we don't have to look behind us, thankfully, as we regain ninth place. At least, and oh, the guy in front getting chopped. That's not good to see, but let's just cruise here. Let's just get into a rhythm. Let's go very wide in the second corner. Might get steamrolled again now on this back straight. Yeah, go back by us. Still, there's that second gap behind. And the number 1 car, the guy with the highest iRate in this field, is behind us in 12th. He's probably seen these before and seen how there it can get, just sitting back there. So what's that contact in front in the final corner? So the guy behind's very quick. And we are doing better than we should be with our iRating, the 18 car in the top 10. And there is the first caution finally. Took its time, considering, as you saw, everyone's running wide. We went very wide as well, running up high. Let's slow it down this back straight. Don't want to slow it down too much in those first 2 corners. Everyone's still, you know, full Harry Flatters. But yeah, just slow it down in the next couple of corners and then on the back straight. But it's a bit too early to pit. Tyres still got that sheen on them. Very interested to see what other guys do. As we are kind of mid-pack here in 10th. So could maybe pit, but as I said, I think it's a bit too early. We'll find out once we go back to green. So we are going back to green then, as you've seen. We've risen to 6th because 4 guys pitted in front. Bit of a split, but the number 1 car hasn't, behind. So I'm trusting their judgment that we did the right thing. As we get ready to go green. Almost in unison. In my spotter. So the guy behind did not react at all. We knew that the leader was going to go almost immediately. So we tried to get on the accelerator as quick as possible. Didn't really work though. So battling in front. And we've got a second gap behind. So really suck it up to 5th now. Just ease the car into the corners. That's it. Just be nice and gentle and keeping that toe. That's all we want to do. Don't try and push it. We're only 9 laps into a 50 lap race, for God's sake. Let's just sit here. Go for the first corner, getting a bit more confident with the car. And race trim. A bit wide there, but still we're in the toe. And you see everyone goes and ducks down trying to break that toe. Never works though. But we're not being aggressive at all. It's a bit like that Pro Mazda race you may remember from May. I did in the month of May build-ups. Let's get used to the Speedway again after quite a while away. In that race we just sat behind, let people battle out, worked our way towards the front. That's what we plan to do here as well. We're in a very good position. Again, that second corner is so difficult. Definitely the most difficult corner on the circuit. Kind of leads you in, saying, oh, I can take this flat, and then it just takes it away like, no, you can't, buddy. You're in the wall now. And that rear starting to get slightly twitchy. That 4th corner is clear our face there. Do that every 10 laps, I think. So we've done our fastest lap. 41.5. Considering in the race trim with the open setup would be in the 40s. Again, shows how much slower this fixed setup is compared to the open setups we had in the Indy 500. Again, just sitting behind this guy, he seems to be dropping back slightly, but we're not too worried about that at the moment. But I'm impressed how nice everyone is now. You saw how crazy it was in those first 5 laps. Everyone's just settling down, I'm betting. There's again a 41.5, a new fastest lap. Get right up to that wall. Show that we're not intimidated by this place. That's what we're doing. So number 1 car's been overtaken. Got a guy a bit quicker behind. Just to say that, here comes Hero. So now I think we do definitely pit, top up, make sure we've got enough fuel to the end. But we probably do anyway. But most importantly, get some new tyres as well. Let's slow it down this front stretch. So I was saying I'll rejoin you for the pit stops.
Catch the 3 car. Catch the 11 car.
So we are pitting along with the guy in front and behind. Be interesting to see if this works out for us. Where's my guy? Oh, there he is. Can barely see him. Of course, we pit next to each other. No need to be aggressive. I think we've lost the spot though. God damn it. So we lost the spot to the guy behind, but still. That's not too bad at all. Again, don't need to push out of pit lane either. We're under caution. Especially as everyone's on the back straight. Gotta watch out if someone's doing that from behind, no? Doesn't look like it. So, I'll join you in a lap's time then, when we're about to go back to green. And a couple of guys actually pitted in front, so we're in 8th. This is not bad at all then. Only lost a couple of positions thanks to pitting. But we do have a lap car in front, so it will be slow. As they do get going. Not the best start again. We do have a lapped car in front though. Gotta watch out for that. We've got a racy guy behind us. Let's get up to 6th. Oh, and looks like we've got a lap car still in front of us, unfortunately. Oh no, he's been very courteous. Thanks to the lapped car. Well, we could have just dropped and eased off on the bottom of the track, on the back straight. Or gone through the inside of the short chutes, but that would do as well. So let's race on. So someone's slow in front. Got close towards the wall. What an idiot. Well, I'm off the barrier finally.
Looks like your car is towed. You'll need to go back to pit lane, press and hold your reset button, and we'll come and get you.
Could have maybe just set it up out of turn 2 instead of trying to do a pass into turn 2. But that's our race over. So I hope you enjoyed the Indy race. Let's just try and get onto here. I'm not sure I actually make it back to the pits. I'm going to try and crawl. But I don't think we're going to be able to do it. We're really going to have to crawl though.
The yellow flag is out. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed. Park the pace car.
as I do like that, kicking up all of the grass. Yeah, I'm going to give it up. So there we go. So here we go with the analysis after the crash. So you can see what he's thinking, no doubt. But I was a bit cautious into turn 1, went a bit high. He saw a gap. And he knows like netcode there. But he saw they actually hit me into the wall. We did have a good grind over the wall though. I think Tony Hawk would be happy with that. So we go from the front facing cam. Doesn't look like he hits me. I swear he hit me though. It felt like I got pushed wide. Yeah, you're definitely not driving that thing home. Now so we go from their cockpit then. So let's just hit the throttle. Slight lift. Well, you got the car in nicely. I went a bit wide. Sounds like he hit me. He just drifted up wide. He turned in way too late into that corner. Probably a bit distracted seeing I'd gone wide and just missed his turning. As I said earlier, that was an issue with turn 2 as well. If you miss your turning, it's very inviting. You think you can turn in a bit later, but you really have to turn in early. Yeah, it doesn't look like I hit him at all in the replays. But then again, apparently there's a netcode issue with the replays. And so it doesn't actually show you kind of hit contact in anyone, really. But you can see he suffered as well, got passed into the next corner. He really isn't an idiot. I say he just missed his turning slightly. So I do retract that, heat of the moment, even though I did hit the wall there. As this is how I end my season, apparently. In pit road, nicking everyone pit by us. We've got too much damage, we can't compete any further. But I hope you have enjoyed these IndyCar races. I'll definitely be trying to bring them next season. Well, season 4, the last 12 weeks of the year, where again I'll be doing oval fixed. I might try and explore other series, especially on the road side, as that's how I got into iRacing on the road side. You know, trying the Mazda, trying to skip Barber, trying the Pro Mazda as well. Before I went into the IndyCar and then kind of stuck in IndyCar fixed. I also tried the trucks fixed as well. Class C trucks, they're pretty good fun. So I might show those off as well. So yeah, lots. The thing about iRacing is lots of variety, lots of stuff to show off. So even though it's best to concentrate on one car, try and, you know, really understand and get the best out of it, it's always fun to try other stuff as well. So definitely try and do that in season 4. But I hope you enjoyed another iRacing race. I know it's just building up to something. I didn't think it was building up to my demise. I was hoping it was building up to a great finish like we had in the Pro Mazda race, as everyone gets racing again. But that's what happens sometimes, unfortunately. Hey, the guy we were batting with is in the lead now. I guess everyone else pitted. So, thanks for watching, and as we say goodbye to the pace car and all the competitors, I'll see you next time.